save it for the bars. Grapes in the fruit fight, save it for the jars. Jam that I made me famous for the cars. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Back when I was young and too brave, knew my arm was too short to box with guy, but through phase had to strategize. Now I beat the block a few ways. Throw a punchline, jam, pop, please. I've been a right.
And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Cleveland Cavaliers. On Friday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And for New York, they've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Brunson passes to Hart, and these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, being all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the bucket by the Knicks.
This, guys, is something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Now here's Brunson. Great D that time from Allen. And here comes Cleveland. Outside Garland. And he makes it on the layup.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Towns outside. Outside Brunson. Towns a screen on Garland. Here's Brunson outside. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Bridges against Mitchell. Pass to Brunson. To the inside. Here's Hart. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Allen, the pass to Mobley. It's stolen by Hart. Anunoby for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a remarkable comeback story for Lonzo Ball. He became the first player ever to undergo cartilage replacement surgery on his left knee. Now, with a role on a winning team in Cleveland, this is a great situation for a player whose IQ for the game is as good as ever.
The cagey veteran. All right, Shams, thank you. Oh, wow!
Oh, stop showing off, Evan. Mobley, go get it.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. Second, the Cavaliers. Fifth on the list, the Knicks.
And the way both of these squads shot the ball last season was tremendous. Trusting in one another, following their offensive game plan, and executing with confidence.
Here's Brunson. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. BA, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Mitchell's shot is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break, Cleveland. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That one's off. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, BA. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Ball, he's checked in for Garland. Three-pointer, Bridges. And he buries his first look.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
The 3 from Mitchell. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Ball against Brunson. Now it's Hart. Going inside. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Brunson missing.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
Mitchell drives in. The shot's good. Mitchell's got 8.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
Hart passes to Brunson. Over ball. Brunson misses.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Outside Hunter. Ball outside. Pass to Allen. Back to Ball. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Hart. The 3. Sinks the tray. Hart's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, you see teams concede the 3 to Josh Hart at times. This guy's growing more and more confident.
And Ball gets it to go.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson, just 4 shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper, he's more than content to take it.
Ball passes to Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Allen a screen. Inside. And stolen by Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Towns outside for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Cleveland also making some changes. Strus comes in for Hunter. And Darius Garland subbed in for Mitchell. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. With almost an entire new group here. Yabusele, he's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Anunoby. McBride, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Jalen Brunson. Cleveland also making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Allen. Tyson comes in for Evan Mobley. And Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Back to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. New York again can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Ball. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Westbrook taking his time here. Clarkson for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
He makes 1 or 2 that time. All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a 2-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
BA, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
To the middle. Clarkson grabs a miss.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
Boy, the explosion, the body control, Westbrook doing damage right now.
Ball against Westbrook. The kick out to Ball. 46 seconds left now in the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Down low. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
You can make the case Russell Westbrook elite in the history of the game at the point guard position. How about those hops?
And it's Ball off the drive. Robinson with the block. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. New York making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Takes a 3. Strus grabs the miss. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Ball. There's the drive. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
It's clear Ball knows the game. He makes the right play call at the right time to open things up.
Robinson, a screen on Mitchell. Towns for 3. Connects from downtown. Towns has got 5 points.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Lonzo Ball, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Cavaliers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Robinson in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Brian, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Clarkson out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Towns on a screen. Puts up a deep 3. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Nance with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Ball, takes it inside, and no good. And some solid defense from Towns. To the paint. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Outside McBride. And he lobs it up top. Oh, stolen by Nance. With the drive. Ball outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. New York working the ball around now. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Brunson is checked in for McBride. Cleveland also making some changes. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Tyson. And Darius Garland subbed in for Mitchell. For 3, Westbrook. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
To the inside. Here's Nance. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Graham.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Towns up top, guarded by Garland. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the technical free throw is good. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Clarkson. Garland against Brunson. Pulls up. Here's Nance. And Nance with the slam.
Well, just a tremendous job pursuing the basketball by Larry Nance Jr. and then gets the score to complement the board.
Outside Brunson. Brunson is doubled. Outside Anunoby. Garland against Westbrook. The 3 is up. The Cavaliers pull it in. Nance has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Garland. Pass to Nance. Garland scanning the floor. Back to Nance. And Nance with the slam.
Boy, you have got to get Larry Nance Jr. out of the paint. If not, he's going to dunk all over you.
Knicks leading by 3. Westbrook outside. 11 feet out. Mobley grabs the board.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
And it's good. 2 points. Garland's gotten his third basket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Towns outside. Pass to Brunson. Kicks it out Towns. Fires from deep. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Now Strus. Ball, a screen on Brunson. And here's Garland. And Mobley throws it down.
If you're going to roll as the screen setter, as Evan Mobley does there, you got to be able to catch and finish. And he does just that.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Towns outside. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And the shot goes. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For the Knicks, Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Towns. And it's Bridges in for Russell Westbrook. Cleveland also making some changes. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Hunter comes in for Ball. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Strus. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. Second, the Cavaliers.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Garland against Brunson. And stolen by Brunson. They're running for 3. Bridges. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Yabusele, a screen on Mitchell. Down low. And Yabusele slams it in.
You get to see on display how Jalen Brunson has become this dynamic force offensively. Nice use of the pick and roll.
Here's Garland. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Now Allen. Outside Mitchell. Mitchell showing some muscle.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. 3-point lead. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. From 13, that one's wide left.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
To the middle. Here's Allen. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. Bridges against Mitchell. Outside Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Hunter against Hart. 6 to shoot. Back to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Over Mitchell. Bridges misses.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Knicks leading. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forced turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
And since we have a moment, and that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Kicking off the second half, here's Kenny Atkinson's 5. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. It's Hunter and Mobley teaming up at forward, and it's Allen in at the center position. New York leading by 3. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Outside Hunter. Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Boy, we know Evan Mobley is elite on the defensive end. Right now, he's got it cooking offensively.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Outside Anunoby. No coverage that time. Anunoby's got 5 points.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Coach Kenny Atkinson demanding that Evan Mobley stay in attack mode the entire game. And Mobley said, I have a lot of different skill sets that I can bring to the table. Being out there and challenging myself is going to sharpen them and get them where they need to be. Back to you guys.
On the rise. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And that one's good. Brunson.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Garland with the ball. Hart covering. And he gets that one. Give him 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
New York leading by 4. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Outside Anunoby. No good from outside. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. And stolen by Bridges. Back to Brunson. Puts up a 3. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 9 assists now tonight.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Mobley. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hart passes to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Brunson. Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Brunson. Hart inside. Working on Hunter. Hart can't hit. Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Garland. Drives to the hoop. Mobley down low. He's covered by Hart. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Josh Hart. Lonzo Ball's checked in for the Cavaliers. Free throw no good for Mobley. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
You know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ. And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Knicks leading by 5. Pass to Towns. Inside from the left block for 3. Bridges. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Mitchell's checked in for Darius Garland. Here's Ball. 13 points in the game. Allen a screen. Ball passes to Allen. Out to Mobley. Just 5 on the clock. Hart pulls it in.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Ooh, a good look from Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. 16 points for Mikal Bridges.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Towns for 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ball. Hart pulls it in. Knicks leading by 8. Pass to Brunson. Here's Hart. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Ball passes to Allen. And he powers it down right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jarrett Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. They've led by as much as 10. Out to Bridges. This one for three. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Ball passes to Allen. It's stolen by Hart. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Allen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl-Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
So for the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Hart, and it's Westbrook in for Anunoby. Cleveland also making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Tyson comes in for Evan Mobley, and it's Strus in for Hunter.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Westbrook outside. Outside Robinson. Pass to Towns. Westbrook outside. Back to Brunson. Beyond the arc. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
For the Knicks, Yabusele, he's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Bridges, and Miles McBride subbed in for Westbrook. Robinson finds Yabusele. Now here's Clarkson, doubled by Nance. Outside McBride, from outside the arc, hits the trifecta. McBride's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Ball. Pass to Nance. And Nance with the slam.
As a passer, Ball has great fundamentals. His timing and accuracy are right on the money.
On the wing, Clarkson. Misses the 3.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's Mitchell. Grown man points from Donovan Mitchell.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Knicks lead by 11.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Outside for Mitchell. Mitchell on the take. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break up 12. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Karl-Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Offensive board.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
The baseline K. It's stolen by Clarkson. And now the Knicks on the break. No good that time. Nice D from Nance. And it's Ball off the drive. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Mitchell. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
Towns has got room, and that one's on target from the wing. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Westbrook outside to the middle. Here's Robinson. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 11. On the wing, Mitchell. McBride covers. And it's Mitchell. The miss. For New York, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. A nice shot by McBride.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And Mitchell with the slam.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Wade's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Nance with a screen on Brunson. Here's Ball. Here's Nance. And Nance with the slam.
Well, you've got to be decisive in your movements in the pick and roll, and Mr. Nance Jr. does exactly that.
Knicks leading by 10. Brunson passes to Clarkson. Brunson taking his time here. Gets the 3 ball to go. Brunson's got 24 points.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Mitchell misses. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Knicks. Pass to Brunson. Clarkson for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Outside Brunson. Now Towns. 3-pointer. Donovan Mitchell with a board. That's Mitchell's move.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Knicks leading by 8. Brunson with it. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Brunson. 4-3. He drops it from range. Brunson's got 14 points here in the second half.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Clarkson. Strus with a defensive effort.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
There's a screen. Here's Mitchell. Can't cash it in from close range.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Clarkson passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl and Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
From deep, Mitchell. And it's New York with a rebound. Clarkson outside. Pass to Westbrook. Outside Brunson. From downtown, hits a 3-pointer. Brunson's got 30 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Ball banks it home. Big shot.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Westbrook. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Mobley comes in for Wade. Hunter's checked in for Strus. And Garland is subbed in for Ball. Cavaliers trail by 17. Allen outside. Here's Mobley. Hart with a rebound. For New York, they've gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Mitchell. Well, Doris, Donovan Mitchell has really proven to be the kind of star you can build your team around.
Donovan Mitchell experienced a high level of winning as a young player, but he hasn't broken through and won a championship. So now every aspect of what he does is about making sure the group thrives. That's why you want to build around him.
3 on 3. Garland. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Boy, the speed and the open floor of Darius Garland, and how about the decision-making? So impressive.
Brunson, the triple drop.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Mobley. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Another bucket for Mobley. I mean, in a groove here tonight. They should just keep feeding him.
Hart outside. Towns outside. Let's loose for 3. Allen rips down the board. Cavaliers trail by 15.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Knicks.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Outside Brunson, jacks up a 3. Hunter rips down the board. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Mitchell. Allen. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Well, Donovan Mitchell excelling at taking what he sees in pick and roll.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big. For a team that shoots threes like they do, it's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
千层摆300，钱包里面多700，来不来？一的是，难的是等。来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，哎，中指力、滚力对应好运八方来，散了才能聚，你不出手。